स्थापितं येन भूतले सोऽयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवनं च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणस्य रघुनाथं वित्तं तं सजीवं कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। सद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्णपदान् सगणललितां श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यः वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So thank you very much for attending the programs, classes, Nectar of Devotion. So we will have another one session today and another next Saturday. We will complete it. So before we start it, let us see one beautiful verses. These verses say that how we should execute devotional service. People do not know that devotees. They are thinking that if I put tilak and get initiated, put tilak, kantimala, and wear some bordered dhoti, silk saris or cotton saris, and kurta, that is means that I am doing devotional service. No, we should know how to execute devotional service in this verse. It's a very nice verse. Srivanam, first thing is Sravanam. Sravanam गिन्नम संश्रयामं च चिंतयनम नामानि रूपानि च मंगलानि ते क्रियासु यस्तश्चरणारविंदेर आविष्ट चेतना bhavaya kalpate. There are beautiful things, because today we are going to talk about a bhava. It's a bhavaya. Bhavaya means for the material platform. We are also will be we will be, although in material existence we will be in transcendental platform. So here it is said that even while engaged in various activities, devotee whose minds are completely absorbed at your lotus feet and who constantly hear, chant, contemplate, cause others to remember your transcendental names, forms, are always on the transcendental platform. And thus they can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. To understand Krishna is not easy. Even though we have so many activities, either you are mundane activities or going to corporate work, or you are a full-time devotee, you are engaged in service, but we should always remember, our mind should be always absorbed at your lotus feet, constantly hear, chant and contemplate. You have to hear, chant and contemplate also. Cause others to remember your transcendental names and forms. These things we have to do. Prabhupada is writing very nicely. How Bhakti Yoga can be practiced is explained in this verse. Sri Rupa Goswami has said that anyone who has dedicated this life to the service of the Lord, he has just a Hare Das by his activities, his mind, his words. Three things: by his activities, by his mind. Activities means body. Through body we will do activities. By his mind, by his word. Karmena manasagira, may stay in any condition of life. Nikhileswapi avastasu. It doesn't matter. You are an engineer, you are full-time, you are a congregational devotee, it doesn't matter. If you are following this formula, you are actually on transcendental platform. It doesn't matter whether you are staying in temple or outside you are working, but make sure that you always engage in hearing, chanting, and contemplating, and make others to remember. That means you to preach whatever we know, according to our capacity. Yet it is no longer actually conditioned, but is liberated. Jivana mukta sauchate. Same Rupa Goswami, today we are reading his magnum opus, the best of the books, Nectar of Devotion. He himself quoted this, that even though such a devotee is in a material body, he has nothing to do with this body, for he is transcendently situated. Narayana parasarvana kushan vibhyati. So here it is, Prabhupada is writing that Narayana parasarva, even though he is in material body, but if he is all practicing, engaging various activities, but always his mind is absorbed in all these things and hearing, chanting, contemplating, He is the best of the devotee. He is actually on the transcendental platform. He is not this material world. So therefore, we should develop of this hearing, chanting, and contemplating also. Without contemplating, we cannot also, you cannot also advance. Simply hearing, chanting, we should contemplate also, and also preach it, preaching to others. So that is very important. The difference between a good student and bad student is only the revision. Only the revision, nothing else. Revision, that's all. Because supposing a guest is coming to your house frequently, you remember his name because he's coming to frequently. But if a guest is coming once in a 5 years or 10 years, you may not remember his name, his address. Similarly, revision is like that. More you visit to the verses, more you visit to the books of Srila Prabhupada, more you visit to hearing in the all these pastime glories, all these literatures, more you remember them. More you remember them. Then you become a good student. A revision is very important. Repetition is the mother of learning. To repeat, revise, repeat, revise, same thing. You go through your things. Even in your notes also you go through. You will find it, oh, more and more you frequently go through your notes. You remember the verses, remember the philosophy, remember what is going on. And that will makes you a guard. Always you will be like, somehow made your mind to be absorbed in Krishna, thinking of Krishna. So that is the formula. Only revision is important. You have to repeat, revise, repeat. That is whole idea. That is the difference between a good student and. On this notes, we will start our Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Today, we will cover the topics Bhava Bhakti. So before that, we will go for a recapping of whatever we have studied for last 9 sessions. So let me go to the, where is my, I will share this one. So devotees are not interested in learning the things means they are not in a very advancing stage where progress is like, if we have lost the appetite for hearing means you are in a disease condition. Just like a person is a disease condition, Prabhupada say, the first symptom is appetite. He will lose the appetite. Prabhupada immediately say, when he was in Vrindavan 1977, so he told immediately that, no, I have lost my appetite. I don't think I am going to live. Unless I regain my appetite, he completely lost the appetite. So the appetite is very important. Determines our healthy condition. Supposing you are caught with a fever or cough, you see that you have lost your appetite or any kind of disease. Therefore, they used to feed porridge. Why porridge? Because you have lost the appetite. You have to, something you have to take, Similarly, in spiritual things also, you know that whether my spiritually I am healthy or not, whether spiritually I am diseased or not, one thing you have to test. Just like a blood testing, blood test we do, what kind of disease. Similarly, there is a blood test called hearing test. If I have lost the appetite for hearing about Krishna, hearing about the literature given by our spiritual master and predecessor Acharya, that itself is a symptoms of that I am in spiritually diseased condition. Let me show you these beautiful verses. It is not that I am speculating because people are many people did not turn up today. But you see, the verses is there. There are verses spoken by the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very nice. So here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say that the man becomes strong and stout by eating sufficient grains. But the devotee who simply eats ordinary grains but does not taste the transcendental pastime of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna gradually becomes weak and fall down from the transcendental position. However, if one drinks but a drop of nectar of Krishna pastime, his body and mind begin to bloom. He begins to love, sing, and dance. That is the medicine. Hearing is the medicine. So that thing we are not administering, that means we know that we are spiritually diseased condition. So-called tilak, so-called kantimala, This is today topics is that there is bhava also arise among the non-devotee. What to speak about neophyte devotee? Bhava also arise among non-devotees. Sometimes they go to the pilgrimage and all. That bhava is not actually real bhava. That is a shadow reflection. So simply putting tilak and all, that is the shadow devotee. Like a reflection. That is not actual devotee. Actual devotee means they told you 10 to 37. These are the process that one has to execute devotional service. Devotee means devotional service. Bhakta Bhagavana. The transaction between Bhakta Bhagavana is called devotional service. If the transaction is not there, then no question of Bhakta Bhagavana. Bhagavana is there, Bhakta is not there. Bhakta is disqualified totally. So this is very, very important. Therefore, a devotee should always eager to hear. eh. That is the symptoms of spiritually healthy condition. So let's go through the recapping of entire 9 session in 3-4 slides, so that I am to make you very easy to understand. And next session, I will cover the Prema Bhakti, also recapping of everything in a very, very minimum slides, and it will cover entire philosophy. Of course, you have to go through so many verses, Rupa Goswami quote, but the overview is given here. So we have discussed that Rupa Goswami has discussed in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Then he begins with chapter types of 3 types of Uttama Bhakti: Sadhana Bhakti, Bhakti in practice; Bhava Bhakti, Bhakti in ecstasy; Prema Bhakti, Bhakti in pure love. So this is a general description given by the Rupa Goswami. And Rupa Goswami again, he told that sadhana bhakti is divided into 2 types: Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, Raganuga sadhana bhakti. Vaidhi bhakti is according to regulative principle, as an obligation. I am my spiritual master, so he ordered me, instructed me, I am doing for that purpose. There is no attachment. Raga is not there. The absent of raga. It's just an obligation, not a natural attachment. But Raganuga sadhana bhakti is, this is also sadhana practicing. Raganuga is not a perfection stage. It's a different sentiment. I'll tell you what is the exact difference between Raganuga and Vaidhi sadhana. It is also a sadhana practice, but the practice is a bit of different mood. I will tell you after this slide. Spontaneous devotional service rendered out of natural love and attachment. So it is also practice. It's not a perfect stage. When it comes to perfect stage, it becomes like Prema Bhakti. So so here it is said that and in sadhana bhakti we have already gone through the 64 limbs. Out of 64, 5 limbs are very important. In my final slide I will include it. I will make it more shorter. Everything is very crispy and understandable, very thematic way. So 5 is very important: Nama Kirtan, Bhagavata Sravanam, Sadhu Sangha, Mathura Vasa, deity worship. The 5 things are very important out of all the limbs. Of course, fast 20 is very important. You have to take shelter of the spiritual master. So then, type of Raganuga Bhakti. So we have gone through the Sadhana Bhakti 64 limbs and type of Raganuga Bhakti. So we have last session, we know that Rupa Goswami has defined that 2 type of Raganuga Bhakti. One is Kamanuga, is Sambandhanuga. Kamanuga means like Kamarupa. Kamanuga means some kind of like gopis and their conjugal love. Gopis and Queen of Dwarka. Kama is actually is not a lost actually. Is a lost because to understand for us, it is said that it is lost. It is actually a not exactly the kama what we experience in the material world. Gopis, although they are captivated by the beautiful form of the Sam Sundar, but they approach to Krishna to please him, to serve him, to please him. Whole idea to please him, not for any other that their own sense gratification. So therefore, it is not exactly, but for the understanding purpose, Rupa Goswami has used the word Kamanuga. Sambandhanuga means actually there is a devotees who wanted to have a relationship like parental or friendly relationship, just like Brajavasi, the Nanda Maharaj. We have Jashoda Maya, Devaki Maya, and all the Subala, Sridham, all the things, all this friendly love. So they want that way. They see the Krishna as a small Bal Gopal, parental love. They see that Krishna as friend like this. So there are two type of bhakti. And how to practice this Raganuga bhakti? Externally, we have to do all the sadhaka, all the practice, just like regulative principle. But internally, our mood will be particular mood. Like how I want to become like, I want to love Krishna like Nanda Maharaj, Jasoda Maya, and to feed him. I have to have a Gopal. I have to wake him up, like this. So in that mood will be there. How can I be conjugal love, like, like Krishna as my husband, my lover, like this, This is called Kamanugo. So you have to practice like this. Internally, that mood, but externally, you have to practice all the things. Just like Rupa Goswami. Actually, Rupa Goswami is, although he is practicing as a sadhaka, but actually Rupa Goswami internally he is a Rupa Manjari. He is the chief associate of the Radharani. Manjari. So, but internally he is Rupa Manjari, he is serving life. But externally he is doing all the sadhana, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Even Rupa Goswami, when he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, at Prayag, that time he was invited by Ballabha Bhattacharya. So then when Ballabha Bhattacharya inviting Rupa Goswami to come and take prasadam, with a long distance he fell down. He told, don't touch me, don't come with me. I am not a very exalted devotee. Then Ballabha Bhattacharya immediately find out, a person who is always chanting Hare Krishna, how he can be in a very lower stage of devotional service? He must be such exalted. So then he quoted this Ahabhatu Supacha Gariyan 333.7. So that we will be discussing later. So this is the thing. So Rupa Goswami is how exalted he is. So how to practice Raganuga Bhakti? So one should accept the angas of Vaidhi Bhakti, like hearing, chanting and surrendering to Guru, which are favorable to one cultivation of Raganuga Bhakti, conducive to one own sentiment. See, this is the thing. Raganuga Bhakti does not mean that we do not follow the regulative principle. No. They follow the hearing, chanting, everything. Everything they follow. But every limbs of Vaidhi Bhakti, like 64 limbs is there, all they follow, but with discretion. What is that discretion? The discretion is that they have a particular serving mode. Those who are Vaidhi Bhakti like us, we don't have the particular mood, I will serve as a Nanda Maharaj to Krishna. We do not have that kind of mood that I will serve Krishna as my beloved or Krishna is my friend. But those who are Raganuga Bhakta, those who are practicing Raganuga, they follow everything, but their mood is not like this, us. Their mood is like, oh, I should be like Nanda Maharaj. So they are treating Krishna as their son. They're treating Krishna as their friend. They're treating Krishna as their lover, depending on the mood. Otherwise, nothing difference. They have to follow the regulative principle, just like Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami is following Rupa Manjari. He is Rupa Manjari. His mood is Rupa Manjari internally, how to serve. But externally, he is doing all the sadhana. He is chanting every time. More chanting than the Vaidhi Bhaktis. So all Rupa Goswami, all Sad Goswami, they have internally, the mood is like, no, they have raised Raganuga mood. But externally, they are doing all the practices. But with mood is different. That is only difference. Otherwise, nothing. So therefore, because why they get that mood? Because they have this spontaneous attachment for the Lord, which the Vaidhi Bhakti, they do not have that one. So they have that attachment they have developed, that I want to become a parent, I want to become a friend, I want to become a lover. So therefore, this Raganuga Bhakti sadhana is very higher stage than Vaidhi Bhakti. So we have covered sadhana bhakti, Vaidhi Bhakti, Raganuga Bhakti. Then now we are coming to Bhava Bhakti. So the Bhava Bhakti is very important. The 17th chapter of the Nectar of Devotion, Bhava Bhakti. So whole idea, and in the beginning, as I told you, That whole idea of our sadhana bhakti, the purpose of sadhana bhakti is to awaken the bhava bhakti ecstasy. This is a graduation, bhava stage. 9 process of bhakti is there, stages of bhakti as Rupa Goswami is there. So bhava is means you to mature from sadhana to bhava. That is the purpose of sadhana bhakti. Sadhana bhakti purpose is not that I will remain a neophyte for lifelong, for life after life. No, no, no. I have to increase. I have come to the stage. I have come to this practice means I have to win. Whole idea things. I have to win. I have to perfect. Win here we cannot say win what, but perfect. I simply should not just practice. I have to progress and perfect. That is whole idea. Not that I have to be simply staying in that stage. No, no, no. I have to progress and practice. Therefore, I should know all the things, that how to progress, how to perfect. Therefore, whole idea of our purpose of doing, coming to Krishna consciousness is not like become a weekend devotees, become a prasadam lover. Prabhu prasadam revol. No, no, no. This is not the actually our whole idea to come to the stage of bhava and prema, how to attain the love of God. That should be our purpose. If our purpose is not clear, our purpose is not said, purpose is not taken so seriously, then we are complacent. Oh, who is going to do all the things? Who is going to all? Therefore, this reading of Nectar of Devotion is very important. It will make us to become determined, more serious, more concentrated actually. Little bit of concentration. It will take time gradually, but at least concentration. Otherwise, you will say, I'm happy. I'm in that position happy. Weekend I'm going, or I'm a full-time devotee, but still I'm doing sadhana only. No more interested in maturing myself. So that is not the things. So how to come to the bhava stage? This beauty, see, Rupa Goswami, why we are called Rupanuga? Because Rupa Goswami is the head of our Vaishnavas, Acharya. Because he has given this formula, the method, how to become, how to progress and perfect, how to practice as a sadhana bhakti, how to progress as a bhava bhakti, how to perfect as a love of Godhead. Therefore, we are Rupanuga. Rupa Goswami is the exalted devotee who has given this method, how to practice, progress, and perfect in bhakti. And in which book? Nectar of Devotion, which you do not want to study. You want to neglect it. How pathetic our situation. A formula is given out of their causeless mercy. And Prabhupada, today I was hearing one of the Nectar of Devotion lecture from Prabhupada, told, see, Rupa Goswami, such exalted devotees, he has given this Nectar of Devotion, and everything he has given evidence from different Shastra. Nana Shastra Vicharani kyo. Sadharma Sanstapako. Churning ocean. Just like when churning ocean happen, everything's come out. Similarly, he's churning all the scriptures and bringing the essence and give us on a platter, spoon feeding us. Still, we are not interested to take. How unfortunate we are. How unfortunate we are. See, this is the Rupa Goswami. How magnanimous this Goswami is. If they have not given, we have not learned this. We have not known how to practice, how to progress. 64 limbs is given, therefore we are practicing. All our Acharya, Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta, they have got this formula and giving to us from where? From Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami given this, how to practice 64 limbs, how to progress to Bhava Bhakti, how to perfect in love of Godhead. The 3 stages is there. Who gave this one? This Acharya Rupa Goswami gave. And through Acharya we are receiving through our spiritual master. So let's know what is the characteristic of Bhava Bhakti. See, these are very technical words. We may not understand. Therefore, Prabhupada's purport is very important. So here it is saying that Rupa Goswami quoted verses. He told that the distinguished nature of Bhava is unadulterated goodness. What is that unadulterated goodness? Shuddha Sattva platform. Not contaminated by any kind of goodness, passion, ignorance. Bhava is a ray of sun of prayer, which will soon rise in the heart. Bhava soften the heart by various tastes. Such bhakti is called bhava or rati. So to understand this one, we need Acharya commentary. So definition and characteristic of bhava Bhava Bhakti is given here with example who is doing this Bhava Bhakti. See, he is quoting from the different personality from different Purana and Bhagavatam who is doing this Bhava Bhakti. So here Prabhupada says very nicely. So we will go to Prabhupada. By the process of executing regulated devotional service, just like our Vaidhi Bhakti, one is actually elevated to the transcendental stage, beyond the material modes of nature. See, beyond the material mode, that means Bhava Bhakti is a Sudasattva platform. He is not under the modes of nature. At the time, one's heart become illuminated like the sun. Sun is far above the planetary system. There is no possibility of its being covered by any kind of cloud. Similarly, when devotee is purified like a sun from his pure heart, there is diffusion of ecstatic love, which is more glorious than the sunshine. It's very nice. See, Prabhupada very nicely interpreted this verses from Rupa Goswami. So he told that Prabhupada said that. So this kind of things, when you can come to the Bhava stage, when you, by executing our Vaidhi Bhakti. Vaidhi Bhakti. So, and it is beyond this modes of material nature. It is not contaminated. When you pass this Vaidhi Bhakti, then we can come to the stage of Bhava, where it is like a sun. A sun cannot be covered by the cloud. Similarly, this Bhava Bhakti cannot be covered by the modes of nature. Therefore, it is in Sudasattva platform. Then at that time, the attachment to the Krishna is perfect. Otherwise, our attachment to Krishna is very flickering. We have attachment to so many things. Actually, we can use the very crude word, the prostitution of our attachment. Our attachment is prostituted to so many things, or distributed to so many things. I attach to so many things, at the same time I attach to Krishna. But the perfection of the attachment will come when it is a bhava stage, because it is exclusively for Krishna. Spontaneously, devotee become eager to serve the Lord in his ecstatic love. At this stage, devotee is on the platform of Uttamadhikari, perfect devotion. Such a devotee has no agitation from material affection, is interested only in service of Radha Krishna. See, exclusive service. This is the stage of bhava, exclusive service. Within the stage of regulative principle, devotional service are two divisions, namely executive and effective. Effective person of devotional service, tantra, that is effective person of the devotional service called bhava or ecstasy. So it is stated that it's very difficult to understand. I will show you another verses you want to understand. There are two types of bhava. How to achieve bhava? Two ways. One is devotional practice normal, another is special mercy of Krishna or his devotee. That is very rare cases. So here Prabhupada little bit of saying that when a devotional service is executive, now when it is sadhana stage, it is called sadhana bhakti. In executive stage, in a practicing stage. When it is effective stage, it is matured stage, that is called bhava. Just like Ambrish Maharaj. So Ambrish Maharaj, it is stated that when Durvasa Muni came and put difficulty to the Ambrish Maharaj, then Ambrish Maharaj is thinking of Krishna, because he thought that he made a very grave mistake, gargantuan mistake at the feet of Durvasa Muni. So Durvasa Muni came, actually the story is there, I am not going to story because we have to finish. Durvasa Muni approached him, he was very envious, because Ambrish Maharaj is the only person who is executing all 9 kind of devotional service. All 9 kind of devotional service. So all the limbs of devotional service. So Durvasa Muni is envious him to little taste him. So somehow he was putting in a very difficult situation to Ambrish Maharaj. That Ambrish Maharaj thinking of Krishna, his tears are coming out. His body become like trembling, shedding tears. The symptoms, ecstatic symptoms came out. So these are the devotee, example of the devotee, how they show their ecstatic. So how we will talk about the little bit of characteristic of the devotee, how devotees, how in the symptoms, like, symptoms the definition of characteristic of Bhava Bhakti means preliminary stage re, it is a preliminary stage of prema. Prema is the highest love of God. So in this stage, the few symptoms come Bhava stage. Tears, just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is crying. Nainam galagda astrudharaya badanam gada gada ruddhaya gila pulake nischintam bapukada tava nama grahane bhavishyati. When I chant Hare Krishna, tears are flowing like a torrential rain. It's not coming to us. We are chanting Hare Krishna thinking of something else. But here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is now he's telling, when I'm taking your name, the tears are flowing like a torrential rain. Hairs are standing. Pulake Nisinta Bapukada, hair standing. These are the symptoms of Bhava. It cannot be imitated artificially. That is also Rupa Goswami covered it. Later part we will cover it. How people imitate and artificially they try. So this Bhava Bhakti is Ambrish Maharaj developed that slight transformation of the heart, shivering tears like this. Padma Purana it is stated that. So this is the symptoms of this Bhava Bhakti. And in Bhagavad Bhakti says another characteristic is that we always desire to achieve Krishna, desire to please Krishna with various service, desire to close at heart with Krishna, desire to be close at heart with him. This kind of thing will be there. That emotion will be there. Taste will be there. Devotional desire will be there. Our is we are forcing to come as officially, oh, today Saturday I have to go to temple, Sunday I have to, officially. But there is no desire. I want to go. I want to go. I want to every day. Like this kind of not there. So therefore the bhava characteristic is not there. And this bhava, how we can get that bhava? As I told you, there are two ways of getting bhava. By ardent devotional practice. That means by ardent regulative principle, if you do sadhana bhakti, sadhana aviviniveshana, that means when you ardently executing devotional service, that bhava will come. Another way bhava will come, special mercy of Krishna. A person is not doing any devotional service, but somehow or other, he got the mercy of Krishna or his devotees. That we will see the example. There are examples also there. It's not like that he's Rupa Goswami quoting randomly. So Prabhupada is writing here that elevation to the stage of ecstasy can be possible in two ways. That means ecstasy means Bhava Bhakti. What is that? One way by constant association with pure devotee. Other way by the special mercy of Krishna or by the mercy of a pure devotee. See, Prabhupada here did not say that this ardent practice. That ardent practice we cannot do unless we have a constant association with pure devotee. Not by physically, by his Bani instruction. Like one may say that where is pure devotee? Prabhupada is not there. Prabhupada's instruction is there. We can associate, then we can develop this ecstasy. See, Prabhupada never interpret it. Translate it like ardent devotional practice. Actually, it is ardent devotional practice. See, if you see the Sanskrit word, it says that sadhana aviniveshena, niveshena. That means ardent devotional practice. But Prabhupada say that, see, this is what called acharyas. One way to constant association with pure devotee. Why he told? Because the ardent desire, the ardent devotional practice cannot be sprouted up. If anyone who is not constantly associating with pure devotee. Therefore, Prabhupada is very nicely translated. Every word of Prabhupada also very nice, An other way to special mercy of Krishna by the mercy of pure devotee. Elevation to the ecstatic stage of life generally attained through the association with pure devotee, while elevation to stage by special mercy of Krishna and his devotee very rare. So that means one should execute devotional service rigidly in association with devotee, so that there will be certainly a raising oneself up to that ecstatic position. You understand? That execute devotional service rigidly in the association of devotee. तादेर चरण सेवी भक्त सने बा जनमे मोरो यही अभिलाष. So Narottam Das Thakur says, Tandeer Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanebas. I want to execute devotional service rigidly. but not alone, in association of devotee. Particularly association of the very higher devotee is more good. Then we can come to the ecstatic position. But in a special cases, sometimes we don't do that, but favor of Krishna or favor of his devotee. But that does not mean that we will stop the regular duties and we will wait. Oh, sometimes I will found a person like Prabhupada, I will get blessings, then I will no. No, no, no. Prabhupada is given that who never attended the school or college may be recognized as a great scholar, or an honorary degree from the great university may be offered to him. But this does not mean that one should avoid school and expect to be automatically receive an honorary degree from some university. No, one should do it. On the way, by chance, one get mercy, which is actually very rare, not normal. Rupa Goswami say it is not normal, it's very rare. Therefore, one should devotedly execute devotional principle. At the same time, hope, oh, Krishna may favor me, Prabhupada may favor me, a devotee may favor me. Not that I'm simply not doing, I want, when I will get the favor of Krishna. That is not the thing. So there is two way of getting. Then what causes the bhavas? That we have now learning cause of bhava. So how to come to the bhava? See, Rupa Goswami here it is distinguished between Raganuga sadhana, Vaidhi sadhana. See, one can come to the one can come from the Vaidhi sadhana, one can also come to the Raganuga sadhana. Sometimes devotee are mixing this one. They are thinking that Vaidhi sadhana, Raganuga sadhana, Vaidhi sadhana when it is matured, it becomes Raganuga sadhana. No, no. Vaidhi sadhana mood is different. Raganuga sadhana, as I told you, mood is different. But practice is same. They want to mood is Brajavasi mood. They want to be associated with, as I told you, Kamanuga and Sambandhanuga. So both of them can come to the bhava stage. See, Raganuga sadhana is a practice stage. Does not mean that spontaneous means, oh, I'm already a pure devotee, I'm great. No. This is practicing. One is practicing in a mood of Brajavasi's mood. One is practicing a normal devotee, Vaidhi sadhana, under the spiritual master instruction. So both can promote it to the bhava stage. Both can how both can? So Prabhupada has given here. Example is rising to the stage of ecstasy love by executing regulative principle of devotional service given in the life of story of Narad, which is described in Vasudev in Srimad Bhagavatam. Narada tells that his previous life, how he developed the stage of ecstatic love. So he was engaged in the service of great devotee. Like, Chaturmasa, some devotees, sages in Chaturmasa, they do not travel. Sages are traveling. Why they travel? Not for their sightseeing or, for their own purpose. They took this, just like Prabhupada travel in a freighter, in a cargo ship to the America. Similarly, this is symptoms of devotee. They travel to awaken the Krishna consciousness among the poor-hearted grahasthas who are captivated by Indrayartha Maya Sukhaya Bharanudvahan. Sochit tatha vimukha chetasa. Prahlad Maharaj is saying, no, no, my Lord Narsinga, I am not going to Vaikuntha. Please, please, please. No, no, no. Naivadijja, what that verse? 7943. Naivadijja durataya vaitaranya tadavirya amrutam what is that? Cheetam maha cheetam socheta vimukha chetasa indriyartha maya sukhaya vimudhanudvahan. I am fine here. I am fine here because I am always engaged, absorbed in hearing your wonderful activities, my Lord. Mahamruta Magnachita. But I'm thinking, I'm concerned about these people, poor-hearted grahastha, they are making so much plan for indriyartha, sense gratification, for maya sukha, illusory happiness. These vimudhan, these special fools, I have to, I will preach them. I will take them along with me. So therefore, I'm rejecting, I'm sorry, I'm rejecting your offer to come with you to Vaikuntha. See, that is the devotee. So these sages, they came Chaturmasa, and they stayed in Narada Muni's sage in a cottage where Narada Muni mother was a maid servant. So Narada Muni took the advantages of serving them, used to hear their talks, their songs, they sing bhajans and all, their talks about Harikatha. And because he had the opportunity to hear these pastime songs of Krishna from the mouth of pure devotee, he became very attracted within the heart. Because he had become so eager to hear these topics, he gradually developed within himself an ecstatic love of Krishna. See, this example is given. How one can associate with a pure devotee and hear from him. Hearing is very, very important, I am telling you. We are actually, I am also hearing now along with you. Hearing from Rupa Goswami, hearing from Srila Prabhupada purport. Hearing is important. So by hearing, Narada Muni, the son of maid servant, become ecstatic love, bhava stage. He came to the bhava stage. See, that is the example. Example given by two way, by the Vaidhi sadhana, by Raganuga sadhana. So here, Narada Muni is not a Raganuga sadhana. He don't know about Brajavasi. He do not know who is gopis. But by hearing and serving them, then serving the pure devotees, he got this ecstatic love. That means from sadhana bhakti one can rise to Bhava Bhakti by Vaidhi sadhana. Later on we will, this is the thing. And another one that Prabhupada said, this ecstatic love is prior to the pure love of Krishna. This ecstatic love is a prior to the means, it is a precondition, pre-state of prema. Bhava prema, the 9 stages there. First of all, Adau Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Bhajana Kriya, then Anartha Nirviti Sat, Anartha Nirviti, then Ruchi, then Asakti, then it comes to the Bhava, then Prema. This is the Prema. This one prior to the Prema stage. Because in the next verse, Narada confirmed that by gradual process of hearing from great sages, he developed love of Godhead. So once you got the Bhava stage, it's easy to get the Prema stage. You are in semi-final match. Final is always there. You can get through. You can, yes. So this is the prior to the Prema. So it is easy to promote. In this connection, Narada Muni continued that, how he did. Another practical example is given, that how by associating with a pure devotee, by chanting and hearing Hare Krishna mantra, and one can get this ecstatic pure love. That is the example of how from a sadhana bhakti one can come to the bhava bhakti. So that is also given. There's a Rupa Goswami, as I told you, everything he quoted. He quoted 325-25. You know these famous verses, 325. Satang prasangam mama virya samminda bhavanti utkanna rasayana katha tajjasanata pavarga vartamani bhakti rati anukramishyati. So he quoted this. Rupa Goswami quoted this verse to support this. See, Lord Kapila say, my dear mother, when a person is actually in association with pure devotee, the sublime potency of my devotional service can be experienced. In other words, when a pure devotee speaks, his words act upon the heart of the audience. What is the secret of hearing and chatting? See, that is a very important point. That is, there's a verse is there. I'm not showing. I will show later because it will stop the flow. There's a beautiful verses by Ambrish Maharaj, Prithu Maharaj. He told that the word emanating from the pure devotee is very, very powerful. Therefore, we always recommend every day, Prabhupada recommend you read my books at least 1 to 2 hours. Then you will come to the stage, progress, come to the stage of bhava. That is a guarantee. Every day, non-failingly, one must read here Prabhupada. Every day. Every day. My personal experience is that more I release Prabhupada thing than any other speakers, with due respect. Although everybody has contributed also, whosoever I learn is my instructive spiritual master. But Prabhupada, coming out from Prabhupada's voice, it has got an impact so much that it has a transformative impact. Therefore, we should always, every day, make sure that we should hear from Prabhupada. Of course, Prabhupada and his other devotee also hear, but Prabhupada hearing is a must, will be there. Is a must. Because professional speaker cannot impress transcendental ecstasy within the heart of the listener. However, when a realized soul is engaged in the service of the Lord speaking, he has a potential to inject spiritual life within the audience. That is why Prabhupada proved it, because see, he went to America where the people are very materialistic. This is the headquarter of materialistic, headquarter of Maya. And he penetrated their hearts. The beefeaters, he penetrated their hearts simply by chanting Hare Krishna, and they are simply hearing the Hare Krishna mantra. Nothing, no philosophy in the beginning. But he brought a transformation in their heart. Because why? Because he realized on always devotee. So we should always remember, every day we should hear or read Prabhupada books along with other devotees. But Prabhupada is a must. That things we should always remember that. In the Padma Purana, the story of neophyte devotee, in order to raise herself in ecstatic platform, dance all the night to invoke Lord's glance upon her. Sometimes, however, it is found that without undergoing any devotional process, one all of a sudden develop devotion for Lord Krishna. Sudden development of devotional attitude in a person must be understood as special mercy of Krishna or his devotee. See, as I told you, there are two ways of coming to Bhava. Either by Vaidhi sadhana, by hearing from the devotees, pure devotees, and rigidly doing devotional service in association of devotee. Another is, I told you that it comes either by sadhana bhakti or by mercy of Krishna or his devotee. So here Prabhupada is giving the example. I think Rupa Goswami has given a Padma Purana quotation that sometimes neophyte also can develop, but it is a simply mercy of Krishna. This accidental development is not like we are getting accidental development because mercy of Krishna. Then he quoted very nicely in Aradhya Purana. He told that by simply one can develop unalloyed devotional service which is full of transcendental bliss of all auspiciousness. So simply by speaking, one can develop. And another statement is given by Skanda Purana that about developing ecstatic love towards Krishna simply by glancing. See how we can, three way we can develop. This is accidental mercy one. Either by glancing, either by speaking, or by hearing. See? When the inhabitant of or by dancing, whole this thing he danced the whole night, the neophyte devotee. When the inhabitant of Jangala province saw that personality of God Krishna, and they were so stricken with feeling that they could not withdraw their glance for him. As far as heartfelt wishes are concerned, there is a statement in Sukha Samhita where Narada tells to Vyasadeva, "We have a son, greatest devotee of personality of Godhead." And I can observe that without any following the regulative principle of devotional service is already enriched with many symptoms achieved by the execution of devotional service. So sometimes you can see the people who are not practicing, but they have got some kind of, some kind of devotional service. This is either by their previous life, somehow they have stopped, or they have the mercy of the Krishna and pure devotee. Just like Prahlad Maharaj. So, Rupa Goswami quoted that Prahlad Maharaj has a natural attraction for Krishna from the womb of the mother. How it is possible? Because the association of the Narada, mercy of the Narada Muni. He did not practice now. What practice he did? 5 years boy. What kind of sadhana bhakti he did? Nothing sadhana bhakti. But how he got the natural attraction? That is by the special grace of Krishna and devotee like Narada. That is a rare cases. So we are not much, we have to know, but this is a rare cases. We should not wait, for that. As Prabhupada says that we should attend the college. Do not wait for honorary degree. It will come in a different way. See, good wishes. Supposing a pure devotee will wish you good, that means you become also a ecstatic love. You will get the bhava state. Just like a hunter, Mrigari. Murgari hunter, he was very abominable. He was half killing the animals. But as soon as he come in contact with Narada Muni wishes him. He wanted to deliver him. He told you break this, you become chant Hare Krishna. So far as your livelihood, I will take care. Because he wished that this hunter should become to the stage of Bhava Bhakti. That is without even practicing devotional service. Regulative principle of devotional service. That is called through mercy of devotee and mercy of Krishna. Of course, mercy of a great devotee like Narada Muni or Prabhupada. Hmm. So the example has been given of Bhava Bhakti, like so we have learned that the example that two ways to achieve Bhava Bhakti. One is sadhana, another is special of Krishna and his devotee. And like King Ambrish Maharaj. Ambrish Maharaj is through sadhana bhakti because he did all kind of sadhana. Example of Bhava by Vaidhi Bhakti is Narada Muni. Example of Bhava by Raganuga Bhakti is there's a example is given girl name called Chandrakanti. Chandrakanti, a girl named, he got also Raganuga sadhana. Of course, there is other people also, many people got from the Raganuga also. But the quoted Chandrakanti. Krishna mercy can cause bhav three way. How the mercy will come? By the words of, by his personal appearance, by his unspoken blessing. Supposing you hear his words, you will get Bhava Bhakti also constantly here. This is mercy. Sometimes Krishna will mercy. Oh, he is no. By his personal appearance, one can get so beautiful Lord. By his unspoken blessings. His blessing. Example of these types are discussed Narada Muni, inhabitant of jungle from Sukadev Goswami. Sukadev Goswami, see how Sukadev Goswami, by unspoken blessings of Krishna, he also become. So example of Bhava due to devotee mercy were discussed. Narada Muni blessed Prahlad, Narada Muni blessed Mirgari, hunter. So, and five types of Bhava is there. Santa, Dasa, Sakya, Vatsala. We will talk later this part when it is come to Prema Bhakti. So, now it is saying that characteristic of Bhava Bhakti. So, the characteristic of Bhava Bhakti is given here. There are very nice 9 characteristics of Bhava Bhakti given by the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Rupa Goswami has given. So they are very, very important. First is called Khanti, tolerance or perseverance. Abhyartha kalatvam, not wasting time. Virakti, detachment from material enjoyment. Manasunyata, pridelessness, does not hanker for material respect. Asaban, the hope and confidence in Krishna's mercy. Longing for Lord's service. Samukanta. नामोगाने सदा रुचि टेस्ट फॉर चैंटिंग कृष्णा's name. आसक्ति तद गुणाख्यने attachment to discuss Krishna quality. Pritis tad basati stale, love for Krishna's abode Vrindavan. So we are all fail in all the things, I think. This is a characteristic of Bhava Bhakti. So that means he is always anxious to utilize his time in the devotional service of the Lord. He does not like idle. He wants service always. I want service, I want service. 24 hours without deviation. That is Bhava state. Our service means immediately we will have so many lame excuses. Eh? And he always reserved and perseverant. He is always detached from material attraction. These are the symptoms, characteristic of Bhava state. We cannot imitate. No, I am in Bhava state. Show your symptoms. Na? He does not long for any material respect in return for his activities. He is always certain Krishna will bestow his mercy upon him. He is always very eager to serve the Lord faithfully. He is very much attached to the chanting of holy name of the Lord. He is always eager to describe transcendental qualities of the Lord. He is very pleased to live in a place where Lord pastime are performed. Example, Mathura, Vrindavan, Dwaraka. So these are the characteristics of given. So one by one characteristic we will go. Tolerance or perseverance. Perseverance means undisturbed. When there is a cause of disturbance, when one is undisturbed, that is called perseverance or tolerance. Example is given by Rupa Goswami. Parikshit Maharaj caused to die in 7 days by a Brahmana boy called Sringi. Parikshit Maharaj undisturbed. When as soon as he heard that, he is, oh, okay, never mind. Let the sages, Ganges, and the Lord accept me as a surrendered servant. I do not mind the Brahmana's curse. Let the snake bird came and bite me at once. I only desire to hear about Lord Vishnu. That is the thing. When we are in a problem, we should not be disturbed. Let it anything happen. I am surrendered to Krishna. Rakhaba na rakho mate saranato padagate. Either you protect me or you do not protect me. I am surrendering to you. It is up to you, my lord. Vibhishan was kicked out by Ravan. So he do not know whether he was Ram will accept or not. Of course, almost 99% of his associate of Ram, all this except Hanuman, everybody says, no, 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 you should not accept Vibhishan. You should not take shelter because he is the same fruit of same tree. That means the taste is same. Ravana is like Ravana. But Hanuman said, no, no, no. And Ramchandra is a great leader. A great leader will never do this one-sided decision, hearing one-sided, and he will decide. No. Great leader is a leader like Ramchandra. He will decide all both parties, and he's with his discretion, he will take the decision. And he took the decision. As soon as Vibhishan came surrendering to the Lord say, oh, Lankesh, get up, Lankesh. He immediately made him the king of Lanka. That was so magnanimity of the Lord. There's another subject matter, the beautiful verses there. So here it is say that Parikshit Maharaj is like tolerance. He do not disturb. So anything happens to us, we should always remember, I am surrendered to Krishna. Krishna will. Karmani badikharasa na phalesu kadachana. I am doing my duty. If something will happen because of my parabdha karma, that tenu kampasu mikya manaha. So it happened, I am surrendered to Krishna. Krishna will giving fruits. He has the right. Krishna say, you don't have the right to fruits. I have the right to fruits. Na phala kadachan. No, you don't have the right. So therefore I surrendered to Krishna. Whatever you do, never mind. I am undisturbed. That is called perseverance. Prabhupada has given a same thing with example of Parikshit Maharaj, how he has become remaining patient at the last moment of his life, his undisturbed condition of mind. Is an example of reservation. This one of the characteristics of devotee who has developed ecstatic love for Krishna. We should always remember the time of death, we do not know where we will be, either in the hospital or ICU with so many tubes connected, or with devotees or things, or so we do not know. Whatever the situation, we should not be disturbed. We should always think that, my Lord, I am surrendered. Anyway, either tomorrow I will die, but let me think of you at the time of death. That should be the, you remember the verse is there in Ishopanishad, I think, 17. You remember what my service, let me please do the justice and let me not forget you at the time of death. Another characteristic called Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm sharing the screen. I forgot to switch on this charger. Abhyarta kalatam, not wasting time. So devotees praise Krishna with their words, remember him with their minds, and offer respect to their bodies continuously, but are still not satisfied with tears flowing from their eyes. The devotee of the Lord offer their complete lives to him. So Six Goswami of Vrindavan is an example. Srila Prabhupada is they do not waste time. They do not waste time anything. Prabhupada is given that an unalloyed devotee with developed ecstatic love for Krishna is always engaging word in reciting the prayers to the Lord. Within the mind, he is always thinking of Krishna. Within his body, he either offer obeisances by bowing down before deity or engage in some other service. During this ecstatic activity, he sometimes shed tears. In this way, his whole life is engaged in the service of the Lord, with not a moment wasted on any other engagement. See how they're 24/7. Sometimes they say that these devotees are parasite on the earth. They don't do their escaping. See, it is not escapism. You are escapism. So this is how devotee are 24/7. At least you have a weekend. You enjoy merrymaking, fun, frolic. But here devotee 24 hours. In a state of ecstasy, bhava they are always, and sometimes their body is not fit. They are old. They cannot engage in service. They just bow down. See, they bow down, 1,000 times bow down Rupa Raghunath Das Goswami every day. 1,000 times Sanatana Goswami also. Then detachment. Detachment is there. Detachment, it is said that natural distaste for sense object. Like King Bharat, example. King Bharata, he was the king. Bharatavarsha is according to his things. So he gave up his wife, children, friends, empire, just one give up a stool after evacuating. It was easy for him because he was fond of serving the Lord. See, one cannot detach, one is not developed this bhava state. Very difficult to detach his wife, children. They are very, very tough for the devotee. Detachment does not mean that, so artificially keeping oneself apart from allurement. In the initial stage, devotee must try to stay away from alluring attachment, but a mature stage, not attracted even in the presence of material allure. See, the thing is that, see, in the initial stage, one may be like restricted. Oh, don't do this, don't allow all this allurement, don't do that. But in a mature stage, when a bhava stage, even the allurement is there, he is not attracted. That is the difference between initial stage and mature stage. The Bharat Maharaj, why example? Because he has everything for enjoyment. His wife, children, opulences, he is a king. But he left everything. That means he has a natural distaste for that. Natural detachment comes. Sometimes it is said that honesty is the lack of opportunity. Sometimes devotee is initial stage. Oh, Prabhu, I am not doing because you don't have opportunity to enjoy. That's why you thinking that you are detached. No. When you have opportunity, still you are detached. Prabhupada says that real brahmachari is that you have your wife sleeping with you, but you are detached. You are not engaged in this sense gratification. That means you are the greatest brahmachari than other so-called brahmachari. Characteristic of bhava. Manya Sunyata, pridelessness, to remain humble in spite of being high position. Like Emperor Bhagirath. Rupa Goswami given an example of Emperor Bhagirath, who brought this Ganges to this material world. Through the crest jewel among king, became a mendicant, begged from his enemies, offered respect to dog eater. So the story is there. So we will talk this. We will not talk story because already it is late. So how the Emperor Bhagirath is there? He is a very king among jewel. But because he developed that one, developed the love, the bhava stage, he was like a become a mendicant. He gave up everything, begged from his enemies also. Enemy begging means a very insult, but he tolerates such insult for the sake of Krishna. That is called bhava stage. That is called manasunyata, no pride. No pride. Begging when nobody sees you, nobody knows you, that's a different. Begging a person who knows you, who's your enemy, that is a most insulting thing. That is called pridelessness. Our pridelessness is show up only. I am very humble. So that means a devotee possessing all the qualities, still he is not proud. That is called pridelessness. I don't have anything, I am not prideless, I am prideless. What is the use of that? If I have some qualities, I'm still prideless. That is real pridelessness. Pridelessness. The Prabhupada has given an example that in Calcutta, there is a big landlord. His name is Lal Babu, a Calcutta landlord, become a Vaishnava, lived in Vrindavan. He was begging from door to door, even at homes of his political enemies. Begging involves being a ready to be insulted person whose home to whose home one has come. That is natural. But one has to tolerate such insult for the sake of Krishna. So then an asabandha, hope. Hope means far conviction, confident that one will attain Krishna favor. There's Sanatan Goswami. Sanatan Goswami is praying, my Lord, I have no love for Krishna, nor cause of developing that love, namely hearing, chanting, and bhakti. I do not meditate on Vishnu in the yoga. I cannot execute practice of jnana or varnasrama. I do not even have a good birth to execute this action. Since you are most merciful to the at least qualified, though I have impure desire, O dear lover of Gopi, my aspiration for you continue to agitate. That is hope, always hopeful. Hopeful. That is what Rupa Goswami said. Nishchayat dhariyat. Nishchayat, Utsha nishchayat dhariyat. Utsha means enthusiasm. Nishchayat means confidence. Asabandha, that is also hope. Patience. Hope is there. Asabandha. Rupa Goswami also prayed like this. One verse is there. I remember long time back. He said that, my Lord, I have nothing, no qualification. But because you have given your mercy to Aghasur, who is the most abominable demon, he wanted to destroy not only you, all the Braja community, Brajavasi. He came as a snake, Ajagar snake, python. So he wanted to kill everybody, all your cowherd boys and all. So he wanted to destroy all this Braja community, kill all brother. But you have given him the not only Sauja Bhakti, actually later he got Sarupya Bhakti. So you have given the mercy, he got the Sarupya Bhakti. That that means I have got some hope. See, Rupa Goswami is praying like this also. Great hope, strong conviction. Then another one is longing, having intense greed, eagerness for attaining service of the Lord. There's a Bilba Mangala Thakur. So Bilba Mangala Thakur, Krishna, see Krishna when with his bent black eyebrow, thick eyelashes, attractive shifty eyes, soft word with melt heart, sweet red lips, intoxicating fruit sound, enchant the universe. I long to see that Krishna in Vrindavan. So he is praying like that. That I want to see this Krishna who has got so much attractive eyebrow, so much lashes, so much attractive eyes. I want to. That longing should be there. Eagerness is the price to attain success in Krishna consciousness. That is what our the movement is started with. Krishna consciousness means Krishna consciousness movement. Um, uh, this verse by Rupa Goswami, he quoted that Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita. Rasa Bhavita. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita. Laulommi api ekam mulyam. Kriyate jadi kutte labate laulommi ekam mulyam. So laulyam means greedy. You should greedy to get Krishna consciousness. Attain success in not that I am there in new fight, okay, let me there. Let me same class. No. Materially also nobody likes to stay in the same class. He wanted to promote. So how spiritually we will be like remain in the same class, back paper, back paper, back paper. What is this? This is not a good thing. So we should have a eagerness at least. Not I want to attain some promotion, progress. Eagerness to achieve desired success. That is called samut kantha, complete eagerness. The namo gune sadaruchi, taste of chanting holy name. One of the associate of Radharani said, "Oh Lord Govinda, daughter of King Vrishabhanu, is now shedding tears like honey drops from a lotus. She anxiously chant your holy name, Krishna, Krishna, in a supremely sweet voice." Krishna Karna Amrut, it is stated. Rupa Goswami stated that. Prabhupada say that, same thing. The Prabhupada say that how one should anxiously chant like Radharani in chanting. Hare Krishna, like, anxiously. Characteristic of Bhava is, another Bhava is attachment to discussion Krishna quality. How Krishna, youthful Krishna, while so many qualities are there, extremely naughty, extremely beautiful, so many things are there. Bilva Mangalato would describe different emotion of exalted devotee for Krishna. How every devotee is there described in Krishna's pastime. What shall I do for Krishna? Who is pleasing beyond all pleasurable conception? Who is naughtier than all things? The idea of Krishna beautiful activities attracting my heart. I don't know what can I do. Everything, always devotee always want to describe this thing. So then last one is called Tad Basati Stale Priti, love for Krishna abode. So Narada Muni also, Narada's house was here. This where Krishna broke the cart. Here is where Damodar got material bondage. There's a Rupa Goswami is praying that I want to stay at that place where Damodar, who caught the material bondage, bound up my mother Josoda. When will I be fortunate enough to wander in Brajabhumi with tears, drinking streams of nectar of flowing from the mouth of elder Mathuravasi? So we should have a desire for Lord Krishna abode. I want to stay in Vrindavan, I want to stay in Mathura and stay in Brajabhas, Dwaraka. But Prabhupada say that a pure devotee of Lord Krishna reside in the district of Mathura, Vrindavan, visit all places where Krishna pastime were performed. At the second place, Krishna displayed the childhood activity with cowherd boys and Mother Josoda. The system of circumambulating all these places is still current among devotees of Lord Krishna. Those coming to Mathura, Vrindavan always feel a transcendental pleasure. Actually, if someone goes to Vrindavan, he will immediately feel separation from Krishna, who performed such nice activity when he was present there. Such attraction for remembering Krishna activity known as attachment for Krishna. There are impersonalist, philosopher, mystic, however, who by show of devotional service want ultimately to merge into existence of Supreme Lord. They sometimes try to imitate pure devotee. And they go to visiting holy places and all. But they simply have a view for salvation. So for their activity cannot be considered attachment. See, there is a restriction. Pure devotees, they want to stay, they want to parikrama do, that is fine. But when it's Mayavadis, they do their imitation. Their imitation. Mental speculator and all, their imitation. Simply artificially they are thinking, oh, Astakaliya Lila. Artificially imitate, pretending that Krishna is talking with me, Radharani is talking with me. These are all artificial. Such a pretender sometimes possessing imitative attachment for Krishna. That is not real attachment. But one thing is that by pretension also he will have some hope that, okay, I will sometimes be real, not always faking. So this imitative attachment also divided into two things, namely shadow and para, transcendental attachment. Sometimes someone without undergoing regulative principle of devotional service, without being guided by bona fide spiritual master, shows such imitative attachment. This is called shadow attachment. You can see how people are coming to Vrindavan. They are not devotees. They are from outsider. Why? Because they have that shadow attachment is there. Otherwise, why they will come to Vrindavan? They should go to Simla, Goa. Why they will come from Delhi, from other Bombay, all these places? Because they have got that shadow attachment. That imitative, they are imitative, but that shadow, the some attachment is there, at least, no, whether imitative or not. So, and other, sometimes found that persons, those wanted material enjoyment, salvation, good fortune to associate with pure devotee, they are also engaged in chanting the name of the Lord. But somehow or another, say they come in contact with the pure devotee, they started this attachment. They attachment is caused by their inquisitiveness. Oh, I want to associate with pure devotee. I wanted to have salvation like this. They're very flickering one. And from that, for those time, they feel like, separation, disappearance of material pang. They do not feel all the things. I've seen that many people who goes to the, they go to the Jagannath Puri temple. As soon as they are behind the Garudastham Vadeshi Jagannath, they have come to ask Jagannath, oh, you are so merciless, you could not give me anything. I want this, I want this, I want this. So many order lists. As soon as they see the Lord, they will immediately, no, 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 no. They will say that, oh, they forget everything. So these are called very flickering one. Because this attachment is so powerful, even a common man have we have practically experienced. We went to Dham Jatra. Dham Jatra, we have that feeling is coming. And what to speak about the common man? Common men also they get this attachment when they go to Dham and all. So this is called this attachment. This is called this. Sometimes the neophyte they will get the attachment. Symptoms of bhava in neophyte or non-devotee. They also unreal rati. The rati is not real because they are not qualified. Unreal rati. Real rati means good. This unreal rati also it sprouts up. So in this way, the Bhava Bhakti has been completed today. This is the all about the Bhava Bhakti. So thank you very much for the attending. So we just a recapping of the things. As I know that Bhava Bhakti we are talking. Bhava Bhakti means it is like a stage is very, it's like a sun which is beyond the covering of cloud. That means beyond the modes of material nature. And this Bhava Bhakti can be you can come to the stage of Bhava Bhakti through sadhana or by Krishna's mercy or his pure devotee mercy. Ardent sadhana. And this example also given by ardent sadhana, who by Narada Muni, and Narada Muni has come by this one. And Raganuga also sadhana, there is a Chandrakanti one devotee is there, he also come to Bhava stage. So how the Bhava stage can be arise? So it is given by Bhava stage arise by the two actually two processes we have discussed. And what we discussed that the example of Narada Muni and inhabitant of something Sukadev Goswami also, they are by sadhana bhakti. By the sadhana bhakti, they come to the bhava stage. Example of bhava stage is due to mercy, like Narada Muni blessed Prahlad, Narada Muni blessed Mirgari. They come to the stage. So this is the thing, and we discuss also 9 characteristic of bhakti, that how bhakti symptoms is there, how you have to tolerance, not wasting time, detachment from material enjoyment, pridelessness, hope, confidence, Krishna's mercy, longing for Lord service, taste for chanting, attachment to discuss Krishna pastime, Lord Krishna's abode Vrindavan. So these are the things there. So this is the thing of Bhava Bhakti. So if you have any question, anything, you can ask. We can do the Prema Bhakti and recapping of everything. Actually, it is, sorry, video also not there. Actually, it is very not difficult, a technical word, but we have to little revisit it. It's not that so difficult. So, and next classes after Prema Bhakti, I will give you a very nice slide which contains everything, so that just referring that we can remember, oh, this is the pointer, this is the pointer. Oh, this is Raganuga Bhakti, is two type. Bhava Bhakti, oh, Bhava Bhakti is a higher stage, free of modes. And this Bhava Bhakti, this characteristic is tears and hair of the hands, hair of the hand stand, and hair of the hand is standing. Then in Bhava Bhakti also, you can come from the Sadhana Bhakti, can Raganuga Bhakti. Eh? Both way you can mature. And the cause of Bhava is either by regulative principle or by mercy of the Krishna. Either of the two way we can get. And 9 characteristic of Bhava Bhakti. And that Bhava Bhakti is the attachment is very important, because sometimes the non-devotee or neophyte devotee or common men also, they get the flickering attachment. It's so powerful. Thank you very much. If you have any question, otherwise we can stop here. And we have so many classes, so many session is there, because tomorrow, next session, I will complete it. I'm thinking, because Gaura Purnima is approaching, and Gauranga Mahaprabhu is the Namo Mahabhadane, out of all incarnation. He is the most merciful incarnation, because nobody has given bhakti, which is the confidential aspect of Krishna consciousness, is Prema Bhakti. But this Prema Bhakti, which is we are studying NOD, Nectar of Devotion, how higher stage. But that Prema Bhakti, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving as if it is a free, indiscriminately. हेन प्रेम चैतन्य दिला जथा तथा जगाई मदाई पर्यंत अन्यर की कथा. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is glorified that, oh, my Lord Chaitanya, you have given prema to everybody. Like Jagai Madai, such a great sinner. What to speak about others? How magnanimous you are. So I'm thinking of that. Why not we start after this finish 10 teaching of Lord Chaitanya? They're very beautiful in teaching of Lord Chaitanya. We have a very 5 teaching to Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami. We have teaching to Ramananda Rai, conversation with Ramananda Rai, and Prakashananda Saraswati, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. There are the essence of Chaitanya Charitamrita is the 5 topics. Teaching of Lord Chaitanya, the essence of Chaitanya Charitamrita. So we can go through that one. We can cover it with the 5 session, maybe 5 or 6 session. Not Saturday, in other days also. So that we will have a nice, we tune our consciousness before celebrating the Gaura Purnima. And another plan I have, the Vedic cosmology. So we should know what is this Bhumandal, what is this 14 planetary system, Brahmanda, and what is this Kailas. After Kailas, there is Vaikuntha, there is Goloka Vrindavan. All this Vedic cosmology, it will take 2 to 3 sessions. We will complete that was. Then Bhagavad Gita is always there. Anytime we can start. So I'm planning for that. I will let you know that. So thank you very much. So we'll stop here. All goes to all the devotee of the Lord. All goes to Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu ki Jai. Jai Rupa Goswami Prabhupada ki Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Gaur Premanand. I cannot hear.
No, Prabhu, I was saying that Vancha Kalpataru.
Sorry.
Like I was telling that Vancha Kalpataru, like it was
Sorry.
not sounding.
Kripa Sindhu Pati Tana Prana Vaishnava. Ananta Kodi Vaishnava ki Jai. Always remember, Narottam Das Thakur say, Prabhupada say, everybody saying that Tandara Charana se bhi bhakta sane baas. In association of devotee, one must execute devotional.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
very much. Hare Krishna. All goes to Srila Prabhupada.